Hey everyone, um, my name is Xavier. I thought I'd start creating a video blog so that I can capture my thoughts, um, my feelings about things that have been going on in my life. And this particular week has been very challenging, uh, challenging, eye-opening, uh, just realizing stuff about myself. Um, so this past week, I've been really sad, and primarily I've been sad because I really missed my ex. I love him a lot. Still in love with him. What's crazy about it is it's almost been like 2 years now, and I still have these feelings. But um, Saturday was the worst. I remember waking up in the morning and he was the first thing on my mind, and I remember this quote that I seen somewhere, and it said something like, even though my heart is broken, I still love you with all the little pieces. And I remember I was gonna send it to him via text because he doesn't pick up my phone calls. um, I don't know, most people like texting now. Anyway, I was gonna text it to him, but before I did so, I asked my little sister for advice because she's been through this type of situation before, and she told me not to do it, and she brought me back to reality that I I shouldn't do it. He's already made it very clear that he didn't that he doesn't see us ever getting back together, and so um, I didn't send it. Um, on Saturday, I did go to the gym. I figured I should keep myself busy. I have to say it was one of the most intense workouts I've done in quite a long time. I hit the weights really hard, and then after that, I hit the cardio really hard as well. Um, and that actually made me feel better. It made me feel better for a few hours, and then um, I started thinking about him again. So I called my sister again, and she tells me, "Well, maybe you should pick up a new hobby. Like you should start reading." And I reading's not really a hobby for me, but I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a shot. So I went to Barnes and Noble, which is right around the corner from me, and I went in there, and I was just looking around, looking at all the books, just checking to see if anything would catch my eye. And as I was walking down one of the aisles, I saw this bookshelf, and it had this book on there, and it was weird because it was like lights around it or whatever, and I don't know, it just caught my attention. And it was called "You Can Be Happy No Matter What." So I picked up the book, and I also saw this other book on my way to the counter, and it was called "Daring Greatly." So I picked that one up too, not knowing what that one was about, except thinking like it had to do something with daring yourself to do something. I picked up both books, and I went to the counter. The lady asked me if I wanted a membership, and usually I would say no, but I don't know. She kind of caught me at a moment where I thought, well, what the hell? So I did. I bought the damn membership. I then drove to the park, my favorite park I usually go jogging at, uh, the state capitol park, and I sat on the steps and began to read. You can be happy no matter what. Uh, I must have been there for about 3 hours or so, just reading. And I have to say that book is very enlightening. Um, it helped me realize that um, negative thoughts, they're just thoughts. Um, it doesn't mean that they're real. Um, People tend to think too much into negativity, and it becomes more of a reality when in reality it's just a thought. And that thought kind of snowballs. And so the main thing with the book was it's just basically telling you that if you if you want to be happy, then just remember if you have a negative thought, it's just a thought and nothing more. And that really helped me. The crazy thing about it is when I was like a quarter through the book, maybe halfway through the book, I looked up and my ex was like walking right past me at the Capitol Park with the new guy he was dating, or he is dating. And I'd have to say that if I didn't read what I read, I probably would have went up to them, and I probably would have said hi. And I don't know, maybe I may have cried, but I didn't do that. Instead, I looked up and I saw that he was happy, and I saw the guy that he was with was happy, and I thought to myself, why am I being so negative? I don't know this guy. They're walking through the park. They're having a good time. Why should I take that away? If I took it away, it would be selfish. So I smiled. Um, I don't think they've seen me. I don't know. He may have seen me, but I walked away. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, that was awesome. It was awesome that I felt fine. For that brief moment, I felt like my mind was clear. And uh, today, actually, today's, well, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now on Wednesday. But today, I feel much better about the situation. Before, I felt like I wanted to be with him. Like I wanted him to be my partner, and I wanted to be his partner. Um, but I realized that that's not going to happen. And instead, I'd really like his friendship. So earlier today in the morning, I sent him a text message, and I sent him a text message in a higher state of mind. I was coming from a place of positivity, and I basically told him that our previous chats that we had, I was coming from a lower state of mind, and I told him how much I appreciated him, I valued his friendship, and that I still like to continue a friendship with him, and that I didn't expect him to respond to my text message. Um, but if he ever needed anyone to talk to or to vent to, that I'm here for him. And an hour later or so, he sent me a message back, and he told me thank you, and that he appreciated me, and he valued our friendship and our past. And he said, "I hope you're doing well." And that made me really happy today. Uh, it made me feel like I was moving in the right direction. It also made me think about things that I can still do. I was thinking that, there's one particular person that I dislike, and it's mainly because um, at the time I felt like he was the cause of our breakup, but in reality, he wasn't the cause. He was there, but he wasn't the cause. And so I plan on writing him a letter apologizing. Well, not really apologizing, but basically telling him that, you know, I don't have any hard feelings towards him, and that the past is the past. And moving forward, that I hope that, you know, we can get along, or if not get along, but be cordial to each other. So that's what's been on my mind. Um, I have to say that I feel really vulnerable. But, being vulnerable is not bad. Being vulnerable helps you it helps you put things into perspective. And I'm grateful for that. Anyway, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. This is how I feel. I feel better that somewhat got to talk about it. I just want to say thank you for listening. Have a good evening.